Hello, Cleveland, and everyone from everywhere else. Welcome to your 10-minute TA for Friday, May 16th, 2025. Hope everyone has a good weekend coming up for them and that your dreams all come true this weekend. Before we get started, please give me a like, give me a subscribe. And as a thank you, I promise to respond to any and all comments that do come in, except for the scam ones. All right, let's dive into the charts. So from yesterday, I didn't write anything down, so this should be quick, and there's not a lot of change going on. There is some, but not a lot. So yesterday we were right around here. Actually, let me make this bigger for anyone who's on their phone. We were right around here when I made the video, and we were saying that there's a bunch of bullish signs, not so many bearish ones. The bearish ones were the Stokes being overbought. That overbought bearish sign did drag its Stokes down, but you'll notice price action and the RSI both have remained higher than the last low. This is allowing, now that the Stokes are oversold, this allows, let me turn down the music so I don't feel like I'm yelling. This allows for the possibility of a turnaround here. Now, if it does turn around here, well, then that would drive price action and the RSI back upwards. Hopefully RSI can get over its signal line, this yellow line there, and price action can break out to the upside. You can see that we're again in a squeeze. And while we have broken out of these squeezes slightly, there hasn't been like a big breakout, like a big one like this. But it's coming. Look, volatility is starting to increase. We're getting it up to 32. This is about the time when you will start seeing, when things start getting up to 32, that's when we start seeing some moves. Which way is RSI pointing? Down. And possibly seeing a downward move, although it is curling. Like the angle that's going down is kind of becoming less extreme there. And yeah. So maybe we'll see that bounce, bringing us up to, our measured move of this double bottom, which is right around our all-time high, or the measured move of our bull flag, which is right around our all-time high. Move this trend line out a bit too. A little far. There we go. Yeah. Green guy, you're still over the green guy, aren't you? Let's take a look. Yeah, it's actually right on that trend right now. So, hey, let's see if this trend line, this descending trend, this descending support line can hold price action up here on the 90-minute. If we find a bounce there, hey, you know where we're going, all-time highs. If we can't, what's our downside target? Well, at the moment, even if we can just stay over 100.7K, then our bull flag stays valid. And yeah, and we could then maybe print like a triple bottom. Well, we'll talk about that if we do print one. But yeah, downside, hopefully 100.7, or just our lower trend, which is right there. So we'll see. We shall see how far down it goes. If it does, if it breaks those levels, well, then our next support level is 99.6. We also have our 200 here for support. And below that, there's really not much support here on the 90-minute all the way down to the 94. And I bet you anything, if I put a VRVP on here, we'll see a gap. Yep. See a gap. Gap right there. Gap right there. So if we fall down below this gap, 100.7, we'll make a quick move down to that next support level. You can see there's a lot of volume there as well. And if we fall below that, well, then our next stop will be right around here at 97. But our next major support level is down here at 94. There's a gap here as well, around 96 down to 95. Gang. All right, let's leave the 6 hour or the 90-minute now, move on to the 6 hour chart, where there very much so is not much change at all. We were making a video here yesterday. We saw a little bit of downside, but we're still within the bounds of the Bollinger Bands, squeezing. Volatility came down back lower, as indicated by the BBWP up here. So breakout maybe not happening just yet. Maybe in the next day or so, half day, maybe. You see volatility coming back up past like the 30s. That'll give you more of an indication that the breakout is more imminent. Why do I say that? Well, just take a look back here. So we saw volatility increasing before we saw the breakout, right? Increased volatility. Oh, here you go. We'll look here, right? Increased volatility. Breakout failed. Volatility came back down. Volatility came back up. It's building. Price action's moving sideways. Volatility keeps building. Price action, RSI, and Stokes are all blasting off. As the volatility keeps building, you can see that the Stokes and the RSI are pointing to the upside, moving it to the upside, and so they're moving to the upside. So we're watching right now that the RSI and the Stokes are pointing to the downside. We see the breakout happening and continues pointing to the downside. Stokes especially, they were pointing upside yesterday. And we were a little bit higher here. We weren't at the 50-yard line, as I call it. That's between the bullish territory here above the 50 and the bearish territory below for the RSI. Maybe we'll see another bounce here at the 50. Hopefully we will. Hopefully the Stokes can find a bounce as well. And when we do break out, we got some upward momentum being pushed at or shown by the RSI and the Stokes. That would give us a clear indication that we're moving up, perhaps to our next measured move of 112, although you know we'll have a stop at 108 because that's what the 90-minute chart's telling us. Now, downside target. We have room to drop a little bit. Our bull flag won't be invalidated until we lose 97.5. And even if we do get down there to the bottom of the golden pocket, our move would bring us back up to about all-time highs. Once again, that same level there. We'll see what happens. But yeah, like I said, not much difference here on the 6-hour chart. Moving on to the daily. The daily. Also not a lot of difference. We are moving RSI and stochastics wise, we are moving downwards. We're under our signal lines showing downwards momentum. How far down will it go? That is the major question. Within the Bollinger Bands, I mean, the bottom of the Bollinger Bands is down here at 91.3. Our 200 MA is down here at 92.6. But even our 21, we're pretty far from the 21 still, and that's down here around 99.6. So we'll see. Perhaps we can just keep on sideways moving while the 21-day moving average comes up, and then we'll find a bounce off of it like we kind of did here, and we kind of did, well, here. Sort of bounced off the 21 and the 50. Came up, breached it, then bounced off of it again. See if we bounce off of it again. I think we can, although if we don't, what are our targets below that? 94. That'll be where the 200 is at that point as well. And where our Bollinger Bands will probably squeeze up to as well, the bottom bull band. Volatility is pretty high on the daily. So if we do see the move to the downside, either move, downside or upside on the daily, it's going to be a bigger one. Unless that volatility keeps moving down, which is showing that it's going to. It's under its signal line. Downwards momentum on the volatility. So basically at this point, daily, what are our downside targets? 99.6, 21 MA, 94 with the 200 MA. But even if we get down to 89, or I'm sorry, 90, or even 85K, that's still a higher low in our pattern. And that's still a trend reversal indication to us. Then maybe the super cycle lives. But if we get under those April lows, like I keep saying, super cycle is done for. There is no super cycle. 4-year cycle is intact, and we're moving into a bear run. Okie dokes. Hoping for the bullish side, but at the moment, the 90 and the 6-hour telling us maybe we should watch for a little bit of pullback. Although that 90-minute is telling us, hey, maybe we'll break out because the Stokes are in overbought territory, or I'm sorry, oversold. So yeah, let's watch. If it breaks up, look, top of the bull bands here in the daily. That would be where those 90-minute charts are telling us it was going. If it breaks down, you know where we're going. I already went over that. All right, I got nothing else for you. Music's over. It's time to leave. Much love, and I will see you tomorrow.